shuffle forward and we're going to fill the seats. Got some seats happening here. If you don't fill the seats, it looks like they have no friends. Yeah, so we're going to shuffle forward and then we're going to fill the back row. Filling in, we've got 2 more over here. 2 more seats. Don't make me start auctioning them off. Anyone? Oh, amazing. Good job. You can talk amongst yourselves. We'll be ready in a minute. All right. Can everyone at the back give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Amazing. So, if you can please double check your phones. Take them out, check them, make sure they're on silent. If they've ever been off silent, just double check. Airplane mode. As you can see, we've got a full team of videographers, photographers, and live stream. So if you take your phone out, you're going to look awful. And I'll stop the ceremony, so we don't want to get in their way. Strict. Sorry. All right, let's get this party started.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the one who wakes up next to you. And if I go out, well, I know I'm gonna be the one who goes home. And if I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the one who gets strong next to you. And if I hate it, well, I know I'm gonna be the one
Please be standing for the bride. If you can all please be seated. Good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to the wedding day and love gathering of Laura and Stefan. If you could all please put your hands together and make some noise. Thank you to everyone who is here to celebrate this beautiful day. It wouldn't be the same without you all, and they really do appreciate you all. My name is Candice Mulcahy, and I am duly authorised by law to solemnise marriages according to law. I'd like to begin by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today. The traditional owners are the Bunurong people of the southeastern Kulin Nation, and pay my respects to elders past and present. We'll start from the beginning. A first date that began with a swipe and could have very easily ended if it wasn't for Laura's persistence. Talking on Bumble sporadically before setting a time and a place for the first date. It was happening. Laura got to Groove Train and waited a little before checking her phone, only to realise that Stefan had messaged and said he couldn't make it. Disappointed with this slight obstacle, but the persistence remained. Laura replied and said she'll wait as she really wanted to have this date. This is a little side adventure going on at the front here. Feeling bad because Laura had already been waiting, Stefan decided at that moment to leave work and head towards her. He finally arrived, Laura's anxiety peaking as she waited. By this point, the kitchen was closing and the only thing they could order was ice cream. The first date began with dessert before driving to pancake for dinner. So it started pretty sweet. Stefan is the calm to Laura's anxiety. He is the sounds of reason to your mental chaos and the grounder of your thoughts. But Laura, you are the realist and deep thinker to Stefan's big epic idea, the colour to my thinking to his yang. You have learned that your differences are your glue. You balance each other, you are a team. You have both learned how to be the support and the cheer at the hardest and greatest of times. You have been through ups and downs, but you know that no matter what comes your way, you have grown and changed together, both as individuals and as a couple, while making adventures big and small a priority. You knew early on that this relationship was something that you both wanted to nurture. You became boyfriend and girlfriend and moved in together not long after. You became parents to the amazing Hugo and decided that planning a wedding wasn't enough of a challenge, so you'd also add a house to that while renovating it to the list. Starting all of these chapters at once has made you learn a whole new form of compromise and planning while battling the constant push and pull of renovations or wedding planning. When I met them, it was neither. They were just chilling out. It is safe to say that you're closing the chapter of fiancés, but not before setting it up for a new chapter of husband and wife. A chapter that started when Stefan proposed. It was the day before you left for New Zealand, and Stefan picked up the ring, hoping that there'd be a moment on Laura's well thought out and planned itinerary that would be the perfect time to pop the question. The time came, passports and boarding passes were shown, and you're both on your way to New Zealand. An adventure that would bring us here today. Laura had made some epic plans, and every day Stefan was asking what they were about to do because he had no idea. There were many moments, but none of them were perfect enough. But on the 5th of January, when on a last-minute hike through a geothermal park, Stefan realised that this was the perfect place. But there was one thing. He'd left the ring behind. Concocting a story about having to grab his camera, convincing the kid that was way too young to be driving their ferry to take him back to grab the ring. Ring in hand, off they went on their walk through the park. Getting to a platform at the edge of the volcano, Stefan fiddling with the camera, Laura getting a little frustrated, wondering why he was taking so many pictures, only for him to turn around, get down on one knee, and pop the question with ring in hand. Now, Laura, in that moment, said yes, but it did take a million questions, a little time to process, admiring the ring before it fully sunk in that they were, in fact, engaged. This was real, and they were definitely getting married. Laura, you were anxious going to the date, but when Stefan walked in, the whole world stopped. You realised that this was something you have never done before, a connection that was worth waiting for and nurturing. You're at ease straight away. You love Stefan's drive and ambition. You admire his generosity to you and the people around him. His calm, confidence, and positive outlook on life is something that you have loved and admired from the very start. Do you promise to love and support Stefan while encouraging and talking through the big ideas, cherishing the small moments while going on adventures, date nights, and camping trips?
I do.
Stefan, you almost didn't make it to the first date, but Laura's persistence and maybe a little stubbornness, now something that you do admire, got you to that date and you haven't looked back. From the moment you started talking, You knew that you had made the right decision to drop the tools and drive to the date covered in paint. You were instantly at ease. It was like you had known each other for years. You love that Laura constantly supports you and how pure her heart is. You love her willingness to explore the world by your side and support you in everything you do. Do you promise to love and support Laura while encouraging and talking through the big ideas, cherishing the small moments while going on adventures, date nights and camping trips?
I do.
You are proud of each other. You're excited to hear about the little things like the daily events and the small achievements, while also encouraging each other's big plans, reno ideas and dreams. You're both so different in many ways, but have the same values and understanding in life, balancing each other out. Stefan and Laura, before you were joined in marriage in my presence and in the presence of these witnesses, I'm to remind you of the solemn and binding nature of the relationship into which you are now about to enter. Marriage, according to law in Australia, is the union of two people to the exclusion of all others, voluntarily entered for life.
My sweets, how is? Might have to do this. And one things I could say to express my love for you, to keep these turning into an share an attempt to summarize my endless words of love and promises. This quote to you, and it goes, individually we're whole, but together we're more. I don't expect him to complete me, and I don't think he expects me to complete him. He's his own person he used to be, because we believe we make each other better, and this union is something that we both want to participate in. This quote is the perfect representation of our beautiful and why I'm standing here. It's exactly how I feel about you. So, my sweets, I love you more than hot chocolate and donuts. Your morning kisses before work are my favourite part of the day. You are the calm to my storms, the yin to my yang. I love your cute nose touches and the way you give me butterflies in the form of bunny jumps. The unconditional love you give me has me believing in fairy tales again. You inspire me to be confident and ambitious and to do more of what I love. I am happiest wherever I'm with you, and whenever I'm with you, I'm home. As we continue on this journey together, a roller coaster of uhs and ahs, I have some promises I want to make for our future and adventures of life together. From the first uhs on our first date to the ahs of our wedding day, I promise to continue loving you and nurturing our relationships so we never run out of ah moments. I will snorkel and dive with you, but I can't promise I won't have an irrational fear of jaws and jump back on the boat for a selfie instead. I can't promise that I'll do another adventure like the rope course with you, but I can promise that I'll be down there as the wife, taking all the photos and getting the food. I promise to always say yes to tapas, camping, wine, hot springs and a beach sesh. Every day I promise to support you on all your crazy adventures, even when they stress me. I promise to always share a donut or ice cream with you after our dinners. I promise to be there in all that you do to lift you up when you are down and celebrate all of your wins in life. I promise to try and keep the house clean, not just tidy, but clean, so you don't need to deep clean the house when I can. I promise to never stop loving you and to always find that spark. I've always dreamed of marrying a guy like you, and today I get to marry the man of my dreams. This is the beginning of forever, forever kisses, forever loves, and forever together. So my forever sweets, I love you.
My sweeties, love starts as a feeling, but to continue is a choice, and I find myself choosing you, Laura, more and more each day. Our lives have crossed paths many times before we actually met. We've probably trained across the gym from each other, looked out over the same wave to Oliver's Hill. You've probably looked down at me diving at Snapper Rocks, all without knowing we were destined for this very moment. Soulmates always find each other, and I'm so happy I found mine. It's the little things about you which tell me you're my soulmate. It's the way we're so vulnerable with each other, maybe even way too honest with each other. It's how happy and excited you get when I show you some love, and when I do, your little bunny hops make me so happy. And if 2 minutes have passed with no show of love, you ask, does love? And if the hour mark hits, you say, Stefan hates me. It's the way you can so easily snap me out of my grumpy mood, or as we say, an It's how bouncy your mind is with dreams and visions of life together. I come home from work and you can't wait to share your grand plans with the reno, with what we're doing to our house, which town we're moving to, or what wild country we're going to visit before we settle down with kids. This is a daily occurrence, by the way, every time. From this moment on, I promise to love you when the sun shines, when the rain falls, in sickness and in health, to the ers and the ahs. I promise to make the most of every moment we have together. I promise to keep up the spontaneous adventures, the deep conversations, and to always laugh with you at the challenges we overcome as one. Now, I can't promise, but I will try in trusting your perfectly planned travel itineraries. I'll try to bring you a glass of water to bed each night, even if you have perfectly capable hands. I love you, Laura, more than I ever thought I was capable of loving. You are my remora, my greatest support and companion in life. I will love you for all that you are for the rest of our days.
Hugo, can I please have the rings?
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Laura Elise Rankin, take thee, Stefan Jose Engueri, to be my lawful wedded husband.
I call upon the persons here present to witness that I, Stefan Jose Engueri, take thee, Laura Elise Rankin, to be my lawful wedded wife.
The first date almost didn't happen, but we're so glad that it did. May your life be filled with many more date nights and overseas adventures, little feet or more little paws, endless amounts of ice cream before dinner, love and support. It is my pleasure to announce you married. You may now kiss each other. Woo! We'll now go and sign the documents to make this 100% official. If you can all please remain where you are, we won't be long. If Adam Rankin and Dan Ngueri could please join us at the signing table. you to get ready to make as most noise as you can, as much noise as you've ever made in your entire life. If everyone can please put your hands together and make some noise for Mr. and Mrs. Anguiri. If everyone can please follow, we are going to go outside, grab some pedals on your way out, and you're going to stand in 2 rows outside, and we're going to do another hurrah and throw some pedals in the sunshine. Off you go.